to be discovered in the tales of D'aowVern.
I love you guys.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah,
It was
a
3 hours.
we need
so
well.
It was a pleasure playing with you guys.
We can do this.
And away we go. Hello and welcome, strangers and friends. How's everyone feeling? We ready for
I'm
today?
terrified. A little scared.
Don't be
Just a little
scared.
guy.
I'm only gonna
Little
try
guy.
to kill all of your characters, so don't be
Oh,
scared.
exactly.
Ah!
Don't be scared.
Scared in my life. Actually, I'm so calm now.
Yeah, that
Don't-
we
It's like,
yeah,
yes.
that really very comforted. Great
Ew.
job
Oh
comforting
my
us.
gosh.
Very,
I'm just
very
gonna
chill.
murder you all.
No big deal.
I welcome a challenge.
Hello and welcome, strangers and friends, back to the Strangers Guild Tales from D'aowVern. This is our lovely group. We are pretty much at the season finale. This is going to be the rising action to the season finale. Think of it part 1 of 2 type deal. Part 1. That being said, we do have a couple announcements. I'll say let's introduce ourselves first, and then we'll do the announcements. I'm Caleb the Bard. I'm the Dungeon Master, and all of our socials are here at the bottom if you don't hear, or it's just easier to read it. But Betty, if you would like to introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, my name is Betty. I'm who.the.lovely on TikTok and Instagram, and I play Lady M, our resident bard.
Hi, howdy. My name's Sabrina, and I play Nortia Thornwood, our wonderful wizard of the group. You can find me everywhere at BBEGBrina.
Hello, I'm Freckle. I play Yarrow, our sorcerer, and I am freckle.works on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, and then Freckle the Aquarius on other things as well, so you can find me just about anywhere.
Hey, I'm Icarus. You know that. I'm playing Dianthus, and I'm feeling great about today personally, because what's the worst that'll happen to me? You can find me at IICARYS, just about everywhere except twitter.com, which is II_CARYS. We also are starting to spread the Strangers Guild social media game, so keep an eye out for all that information sometime soon. But yeah, welcome to hell, fellas.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Before we do a recap of last session, I was wondering, for those of you at home, I do something where if the players add to the recap, they get a point of inspiration. Before we do the last session recap, I was wondering, since this is kind of season finale part 1, if I could get a campaign recap. How did we get here?
Oh. All right, everyone speak so we all get inspiration points, okay?
We can
Who
go
wants
left to
to
Who
right.
wants to start?
right?
Yeah, what do we want to
Yeah.
start with this?
Betty, you
Betty.
start, bestie.
It was a dark and stormy night. So where to even begin? Why am I the one starting? This is lame. Okay, so
Well, it quite literally was a dark and stormy night for
it was a
was,
dark
yeah.
and stormy night. Some of us knew each other and some of us didn't. We were all kind of familiar with each other, I think. And it was the night of the Breakcone event, which is when new people arrive on the island. And this Breakcone was different than any other before, because in D'aowVern there was no magic, and after this there was. So we fought a god in a bar. We had a bar fight with a god, and started the campaign really with like just figuring out what it was like to have magic and what that looked like. And you know, it involved us with some shady characters, and then we
popcorn, Sabrina.
Okay, and then Cal kept giving us these coins, and we were like, "What the
Yes,
fuck
yes.
is this, Cal? What are you doing?" And we discovered that the coins led us to this guild, and it took us to, get ready for it, the Zehan Hate Club of Zehan, who had automatically met us and automatically challenged us, and we automatically kicked his ass.
Sucker!
And in meeting Zehan, we met more of the guild, including Anya. Found out that some of the people that we were friends with were in the guild, such as Cal, Gunner, D. We then did a really fun training montage that was training and also a little romance and spicy from Dianthus and Yarrow and Lydium and Cal and Nordia and Gunner. It was a really good ship episode. And that led us to being a part of this guild. And then popcorn. I don't know who's next in the row. Yeah.
I think I am.
Freckle.
Go with you. After that, then we had some not so friendly friends messing with us, aka the Twilight Wizard, and we don't like him. He was trying to make us not be friends anymore. We were fine. We continued on.
Killed
Then
someone.
I forgot about that. I accidentally, maybe or maybe not, murdered someone because I got given these funny little shears that send people to the moon, I guess. And that's how you ended up there. We went to go and get Emerus out of the church. And then you got thrown on the moon. Emerus died. Your turn, Icarus.
Popcorn me. A
The
lot of us
moon.
ended up on the moon. Cal ended up there, Donna, and we found Phineas and Dinah up there as well. And we have begrudgingly been working together up on the moon to try and figure out a way back, because the people on Valea right now, I think, quote unquote, weren't supposed to die, and that's why we're up there. It wasn't our time yet. So we have been working to get to the breadth of the heavens, which is this massive Colosseum location. Meanwhile, back on the normal plane, Yarrow freed cultists and thought it would work out in the end. It didn't. Y'all also went and you got Zehan's help. So y'all have been begrudgingly working with Zehan to also get to the breadth of the heavens. And I believe right now, currently, we are all kind of in the same location, but still technically on different planes, because I'm still on Valea. There was also a kiss. I did kiss someone. Yarrow doesn't know this, and he's not gonna find out.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yet.
Never.
Yet.
I
he
think
will
there are
find out.
two other important things. The shears were destroyed, and
They were-
Emerus is kind of sort of dead.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's limbo.
This is in Lady M's little not coffin.
With Hemlock.
Flask.
With
little
Hemlock.
flask.
Hemlock is also on the flask.
You ever accidentally drink your buddies when you wanted some booze, or
Yeah, I mean,
I would say Lady M is probably very good about not mixing up poisons. A lot of experience
That's
there
true.
Hey,
as,
yeah.
as the
that's true.
apothecary.
This is
Uh,
my person flask. I keep it separate.
I will say thank you all for catching people up. I'll do the last session recap since it kind of goes into the game a little bit, into tonight's session. Last week, we, as Icarus laid out, Dianthus made it to the other side of the gate. Essentially, it's a door that needs to be opened from both sides. Dianthus had been there because we had done a solo session, and in the week leading up to it, our other three adventurers, with the help of some friends, made a week-long trip on horseback. For those of you who watched it, you're like, not a lot necessarily happened to the adventurers, but there was a lot of drama, a lot of who saw what, who did what, who's kissing who wants to be kissing who, all of that stuff. That being said, we did get our party to the breadth of the heavens. We ended with D'aowVern watching the horses, as the rest of the party, that consisted of Lady M, Nordia, Yarrow, as well as Little Perry, Zehan, Gunner, and Atlas. If y'all will remember, the last session ended with Yarrow approaching the air temple, the doorway of this instance of the breadth of the heavens. You saw a clay statue in the middle that took various forms of friends and people you would and wouldn't know. And then the gate opened, and you saw Donna begging for help as all sorts of carnage happened below. But what I would like to do is take us back about 6 seconds in game time. Nordia and Lady M, before I say what you're doing, Dianthus, I need you to roll and tell me what you got right now. A D4 and a D6 and a D8 and a D12
boy.
and a
Oh,
D20.
boy. Oh boy. Alright, fellas. Fucking pray.
And let me know what you get in order. 4 through 20.
4 is a 3.
Okay.
6 is a 6. 8 is a 5. 12 is a 1. 20 is 16.
I'm going to tell you what those are when combat starts. Lady M and Nortia, you approached the breadth of the heavens, this air temple. As we talked about in the recap, on the other sides of this, it is a coliseum, a massive zone and arena with all sorts of arcane and elemental and monstrous activity. However, as you walk up to it, Yarrow is frozen in place, as you could assume, based off of some of their visions in the past, is kind of normal whenever there's some sort of arcane stuff going on with them. But all you see is a man standing on a simple dirt circle that overhangs a cliff. Yellow robes, dark stormy hair, this air genasi with wild electric eyes. Not threatening, but completely still. And I say standing loosely. You do notice that his feet don't touch the ground, as he kind of hovers about 6 inches, a foot off the dirt, and there's a light breeze that surrounds him that kind of makes his hair kind of float as if suspended in water. What is your reaction to finally reaching the air temple?
Nordia looks at Lady M and looks to Yarrow. Should we wait until they have recovered?
I don't think we have time to wait. I'm just gonna walk up to Yarrow and grab Yarrow's hand. Yarrow, we have to go.
Yarrow does not respond. In a trance, they do not move.
Nordia shouts at the air genasi. Did you do this to our friend? Can you snap him out of it?
Did I do what? To whom?
This
one. Yes, he's a bit ahead of you, isn't he?
A bit ahead of us.
He tends to be places where he is not. Be at times where he is not. Interesting fellow. What are you here for?
Take us to the same place he is.
I am not allowed to leave this place. Not technically. I'm not allowed to set foot on any other plane. Not even this one.
Sorry, that got me really good.
If you can just float, does that loophole apply everywhere, or just here?
Well, I assume it applies every place I do not set foot.
Then take us to him.
I cannot leave this place.
Oh my god. If you know what we need to do, otherwise you would not have greeted us here.
Give me both of you nature checks.
We're both like, dude, just like, that's the one we have for
What's
all
in,
this
dude? What the hell, dude?
I
What the
don't
fuck?
like this guy.
13?
Nature, you said?
Mm-hmm.
11.
11. You notice as you're not able to step onto the dirt, you feel like a wind pushing you back. Except for Yarrow, who's taking a step forward. And Atlas, who's taking a step forward.
Toward the cliff?
As it's a circle of dirt. The cliff is, if you've ever been on the side of a building or like at a very high window, you can feel the air kind of pushing you back towards the mountainside. So there's a little bit of that resistance. They're not stepping off of the cliff, they're stepping into the circle. The only ones that seem unaffected are Lady M and Nortia, as even Perry eyes are unwavering as they seem to be seeing something that y'all are not.
Where are they? Where did you take them?
I can take nothing. I can have nothing. I can
You
only
know-
guard the gate.
You seem to know far too much and say far too little with so many words.
Mm-hmm.
Where are our friends?
They are everywhere. That is also here.
I love a riddle as much as the next person. It's a fun little hobby to have. However, I am not afraid to dive off of a cliff. So if you have our friends take one more step forward, I will be saving them. So if that's your plan, it's not gonna work, buddy. So
Lady M, as Nordia says this, the start of the sentence is cut off as Nordia also falls into that trance and steps forward. And Lady M, it is just you. And at this point, for flavor, I'm going to say, back at the horses, Aruved has pulled out his violin and started a deep, dark melody that starts to build. As Lady M, you feel the wind that before was pushing you like in towards the cliff kind of pull you forward towards this air genasi. As you do, you hear the sounds of soldiers on a ship. Nordia, you hear the crashing of steel on iron as you are, not physically, but you can hear almost behind you in the distance the war of the dream that you've been having. You step forward into the moment and you see Yarrow looking down at Donna as she grips the side, and this dirt circle, I would say, falls beneath him. But he wasn't standing on it anyway, as the dirt falls and you look down and you see in a convoluted web of doors, of portals, fights going on with armies of 3, 5, 6 different planes of existence. I need each of you to roll initiative. I will say, Dianthus, your initiative was already rolled in that 16.
Oh, okay. Things are starting to make sense.
Got it. We're rolling initiative too.
Yep. Let me know
Okay,
what you
that
got.
was an 18. for me.
18. Okay.
Mine would then be a 17 because I have +1 to my initiative.
Okay.
dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice. Let's go.
23.
Oh gosh. Okay.
We are killing it.
Look at us, huh?
It's all right, guys. This is a good sign.
So Lady M,
I have hope.
Nortia, you said yours was a 18, Yara?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is wild because, Dianthus, you're going to be a bit farther along this than you thought you were going to be. But
Oh god.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
at the start of each of your turns, I'm going to need you to roll a d6. I'm going to prompt you to do so, and I'm going to tell you what happens when that comes up. However, like I said, you hear a chorus of sound, of music, as you feel this mystical effect. I will say, this is D'aowVern giving each of you a use of bardic inspiration. Since he's not in the battle, it builds and swells. It's a d8 that you can use only once, and it's not as if it's going to continue. It's just a little touch that I wanted to give. The first person to go, as y'all look down, and I'm going to say, for the newcomers, it's going to be completely overwhelming. However, Dianthus, you, for minutes or hours, an indeterminate amount of time, you have 3 temporary points to your AC. Because if you remember last session, when you were struck down, you hit the surface of Obus. And as you rose, you felt your armor deep and dark and shining, but also foreboding, has a more gruesome edge to it now. A little sharper edges. A few more accented points in the folds of your armor. Your wings have become fiendish. Your mask, where before it was simple and practical, now swallows light around it. For people that look at you, the light that would normally fall or reflect off of your face is kind of absorbed into the mask. As you have been, for an impossible amount of time, cutting and shredding and pulling people down, I will say you have been hit 5 times. That was what the D8 was for.
Oh no.
And each time it was for 2 points of damage.
Oh.
You got lucky with the D12. There's been some slashing damage as arrows have glanced off your skin. There was one point where you showed up in this realm of darkness where the hill giant that you had killed earlier had arisen, still completely slashed open and head fully decomposed, had hit you, and you had fallen onto the deck of a ship where a crew of skeletal zombie pirates had tried to mow you down, but you got away. So you've taken, going into this, 10 points of damage. I will say, you don't know all of the planes of existence that are at this point connected in this space, in this combat, in this moment. But with a 6, I will say, on that d6 roll, where do you think Dianthus is going, right? Like, there has to be a purpose to you fighting. Like, where are you trying? The first time you put your feet on solid ground, where do you think that would be?
To Cal.
Okay. We're going to get to that on your turn. However, first, Dinah actually rolled the highest initiative. As
That bitch.
none of you would see, somewhere, all of you just get the feeling that she's still alive somehow. Shunfik starts to kind of rustle the wind around him as he kind of, almost as if zero gravity, but since he has flight, it's just kind of him joyfully kind of hovering above the door that each of you have started to fall through. The first one we see is Zehan. As you all see, as your trance ends, each of you start to fall, and without the power of flight, there's a worry. Okay, how are we getting out of this? Where are we landing? What's going to meet us when we get there? However, you see Zehan fall for some reason faster as he is pulled into a chasm, as you see these draconic talons pull, and you see the darkest door as Zehan, laughing, falls to what in normal circumstances you would assume to be his death. I will say, Dianthus, you fly past Zehan this moment as you are coming from the surface of Obus. Zehan falls past you. Lady M, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
That's a 5.
That is a 5. Lady M, you fall rather quickly, and it's less of a fall and more of, if you've ever been going down steps and you expect another step, you kind of let yourself fall, and you as you stop, and right in front of you is a young woman who has a massive harpoon right through her sternum, pinned to the ground, hood back. You see Dee with blood coming from the corners of her mouth in a fiery building as you look around, and you recognize Maldeo as everyone has been as if shot with arrows from you couldn't know where. As you see standing in the center of the church a large barbarian with massive horns, a fur kind of helmet, shirtless, a massive battle axe, as all of D'aowVern is on fire. And he looks to you. Seems I missed one. What do you have, witch? It is your turn. What do you do?
Okay. Oh no. There's just no way to prepare for your turn because it's like you're underwater and drowning. What do you do? Okay, I'm going to. How far away from me is he?
I will
The big
say
boy.
within your movement speed. He's roughly 15-20 feet away. It is, and
Okay.
I will say too, this is definitely a magic effect. It's not as if you are actually there. You
Gotcha.
do feel it's not like you turn around and there's no sign of any of the other stuff. You do see like the portals and the other fighting that is happening behind you.
She's gonna like flick her hand up, kind of get her bearings a little bit, but she's got like her kind of gold magic at the ready. And seeing that she's not in fact here, there are portals behind her, she just has to deal with this guy until she can dip. Is gonna keep distance. How far is this? Great. Is gonna keep distance between her and the barbarian, and kind of flex her fingers a little bit, like she's been waiting to kind of go crazy, and cast Cloud of Daggers at second level. And that's gonna be a is that just an attack roll? Guys, I'm sorry I forgot how to play D&D.
Technically, you can cast it around him now because it's it would be the first time he's entering it, and then when he starts his turn, he'll also take the damage again.
Right.
Gotcha. And what is the damage for that, just so I know?
4d4. So do you want me to roll that now, or do you want me
Go
to
for it.
roll that when he? Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
3, 6,
Oh,
9, 12. All threes.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
hilarious. And M is gonna cast it, and it looks just like around him, like essentially just gold. It almost looks like thread. It just kind of freezes in the air around him. I wouldn't come any closer if I were you.
Give me an intimidation check.
I would just be tickled to death to do that. Okay. Solid. That's a 12.
Lady M, You can hear the screams of the city, and the fire starts to envelop and almost begin to hug you, to get closer.
Oh, the fire.
The fire. And as
Got it.
you tell him not to get any closer, you, for a second, see the daggers swirl and obscure him. And you hear the cuts as he appears right next to you, full swing of his battle axe, as we go to Atlas and Gunnar. Nordia, you watch both fall past you. And you hear a surprised yelp as the two of them fall in where Zehan fell, in the darkest place. Nordia, you see Gunnar and Atlas fall into this. It's weird because it would be whimsy if it wasn't so foreboding. As you feel, and I would say with your Kalishtar background, the realm of nightmare opens up, and these two fall completely as hands of fur and talons and claws and reptilian and carnivorous just grab them and pull them in. Nordia, if you could roll a d6 for me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay.
Oh!
Besties!
Besties!
Oh, you think that you're in the same place?
I didn't like how you
Interesting.
said that.
Okay, first of all, bring it down a notch.
Interesting.
Okay, calm
Interesting.
down. First
Y'all
of
are
all,
assumptions. You
First
don't know.
of
You
all.
don't know what this. You don't know what this does. You don't know what this does. That would be funny if it was just like you plopped right next to her. However, Nordia, you land about 100 yards behind where y'all first started. You kind of drop, and this is about where you think the horses should be. But it's a little different as you look around and you hear mutterings in this forest. And you get the sense that this is on the material plane. But you look down and you see a familiar circle of runes as you gather that the cultists that have been following you since y'all left the city have set up for another time the ceremony to try to get Yarrow. There are bandits and cultists and city guards, and all form, as in each realm there is fighting that's going on. However, here you realize that the cultists have been intersected by the city guards, as both are fighting. And you see two familiar men that are fighting against one cultist who seems to have a darker, more bloodthirsty energy. As you recognize the Tender King and General Ogden fighting against the cultists.
This is the worst scenario for Nordia. First, Nordia whips out their notebook and is trying to stay hidden a little bit so that they don't notice her, and is drawing the runes in her notebook so that she has them for later.
Okay.
She knows what these runes look like. And then she's going to cast Magic Missile at the runes to destroy what has the work they have progressed on.
Okay, give me a investigation check for the, or I could say this could be perception as well, for the runes itself, just to see how clearly you get them written down.
Okay, I'll do investigation. 14 plus 5, 19.
Okay. I will say, Nordia, you're pretty good at, even in extremely stressful situations, getting the details that you need. I will say, as you cast the missile, it doesn't have, obviously it can't dodge or whatever. And I will say there's enough of the fighting going on that you hit it. I will need a Constitution save as the explosion goes off, though.
Con +2, 14.
I will say, Nordia, you feel the explosion go off, and you take 2 points of radiant damage. However, where you feel like you would have been thrown back, you feel a grab on your wrist as the king, full crown, peppered beard, full. It's not heavy, like full armor. It's more of like you get the sense that they were on horseback and kind of pursuing this cultist, so it's very mobile, and it's quite literally very noble as he grabs your wrist before you would have been thrown back, and he looks to you, Nordia, and is like, always getting in trouble.
So we meet again.
Unofficially, I suppose, unless you're with these. And he turns, and you see that like the combat is wild. Like, it's not super gruesome quite yet. You get the feeling that this is kind of the moment that the two groups had clashed.
Do you think I'd destroy their magic if I was with them? That would be an odd strategy, don't you think?
You do have a point.
I always have points.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Nordia?
No.
You hear him say, stay close, as he lets go of your wrist, and we go to Cal, who I will say his action will take place when Dianthus meets him. So we go to Yarrow. If you could give me a d6 roll.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Okay.
So,
Oh, that's so fun. Okay.
No.
Yarrow,
guys, I think I'm in danger.
if I had $1 for every time I think I've said this to you, Yarrow, you fall, but instead of falling quite like the others, you fall and the air seems to gain thickness. And you fall and you feel water encapsulate your body as you shoot down, and you look around you and you see the deck of a ship that is completely turned upside down. So as the bubbles escape your mouth and the mouth of the other people on board, it actually goes below you, as you gather that the sky is that way. However, you're not drowning. You look around and you see Triton and Merfolk fighting against a horde of pirate zombies. And that's not the scariest part, I'll say. As your eyes adjust to the deep, dark, as you see multiple heads of what could be explained as a dinosaur, as long-necked and gruesome heads pluck off members of the ship. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from Yarrow.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay, so you actually feel the head of one of these things hit you, but you gather that it had shut its jaws too early, as you are full on like cartoon, like hit by a car version, like arms on the face of this thing as you are pushed across the edge of the ship. What is your action in this moment?
I think I'm going to try to push myself off of it or get away, but also I want to use and put mage armor on myself as well. That doesn't really help me too
Gotcha.
much, but I think that'll bump it up to
Okay.
14.
Okay, little mage armor. Okay.
But yeah, just try and get away from this thing. Push myself off.
I will say then, you get the mage armor up, you start to kind of gather what you're looking at, and I'll say, Yarrow, you recognize, similar to when you first walked out to Shunfik, at the center of the ship is one, they have a hood on, but you see that their face is completely blank. It is a recognizable, near identical mold to the clay statue at the center of the air temple.
And I head towards that statue
I will say you do start to head towards it. I will remind you that you are kind of on the face of this plesiosaurus. However, I will say with your saving throw and with putting on the mage armor, you're able to slide up, and as you start to swim forward, we get close, and you're right there, and right before you reach, we see Dianthus land right next to Cal. You're still in the Fey realm at this point. So it is that Colosseum I explained last time, where now every direction you look is the ground. It is the same stone and grassy and floral Colosseum, but it is just you and Cal that both land in this moment. And you see in the middle, very similar to where the statue is for Yarrow, or where Shunfik was standing, you see what appears to be a young girl with a mask made of flame as she lifts a hand to you. What do you do, Dianthus?
What the fuck? How does Cal look? Has Cal gotten, like, hit bad?
Very rough.
Okay.
Burns, slashes, wings are still intact, but I would say both of you are winded in this moment.
If I'm within, touching distance, I'll reach out and I'm gonna cast level 1 Cure Wounds
Okay.
on him. So, 7 healing points for Cal. But
Okay.
I'm keeping my attention on this girl. How close is she to us? Would I have to walk to, like, take
About-
her hand or whatever?
About 30 feet.
Oh, great. Shit's crazy. I don't think I'm gonna trust her. I'm just gonna shake my head at her.
Okay. Do you say anything to Cal?
Oh, question. Have I noticed that the other 3, the group rather, are, like, present? I know I saw Zehan run past, or fly past rather. Did I see anyone else?
Give me a perception check.
10.
10. I will say the only one you see, as this hand extends out towards you, there's a flash where at first you are looking and everything around you is grass and stone. And in a moment, there's a flash as you are standing only briefly next to Lady M, who, standing in the same position as the woman, is the man with the axe being raised. And as he slashes at Lady M, the woman standing in front of you lets out a blast of fire. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck. 11.
11. You're going to be hit with 8 fire damage.
Oi.
As you get that this girl is not peaceful.
I
And
knew not to trust her.
you gather at this point, as you've been like fighting everything that's kind of being thrown at you. Dianthus, I explained the first time that you met this encounter that you had seen the opening above you of D'aowVern and below you of Obus.
Right.
But now, as you kind of obscure the vision of what's right in front of you, you look around and you see different battles happening. Some of them seem closer or more real than others. The only one you did perceive was Lady M, that she is there. However, that vampire that attacked Cal is gone.
Yeah? Okay.
And around you are only the elementals and the woman on fire.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Since Cal's right by me, then I'm just gonna tell him the others are here, I think. At least M is.
You see across his face excitement, and then worry, and then right before your turn ends, a moment of like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
We, King.
Are
Yeah.
in trouble. He puts a hand on your shoulder, and For a second, Dianthus, you might feel like he's going to say something or do something. He shakes his head, and you feel a soothing sense of the sea that you sometimes get whenever he casts his magic, as you feel bardic inspiration. And he steps towards the woman, grabs her by the wrist, as they both are enveloped in flame. At this point, I need all 4 of you, for flavor, to roll a d20.
No, actually, I will not. Just kidding.
For flavor. Just a
You
flat
can't keep
d20.
being like, do it for flavor, trauma. You can't keep getting away with this.
Away with it. Who's going
Who
first?
wants to go first?
I'm scared.
19.
I got a 7.
19, 7,
12.
12.
14.
Okay. Dianthus,
Oh.
you feel this soothing mist kind of radiate as you feel this bardic inspiration, as you feel something hit you and wrap around your neck
Oh.
and squeeze only for a second, but then realize where he is, kind of relax as Perry is sitting around your neck as he has fallen. And he's like, oh no. As he sees him enveloped in flame. Yarrow, in this same moment, you feel something land and wrap around your neck as
Oh.
Perry
Oh.
restricts himself around your neck. At this point, there are armies of zombie, of triton, of fey folk, elementals, cultists, soldiers, civilians yelling out in pain. What y'all don't hear or see is that while this is going on the surface of Obus, a battle, Groundhog Day in nature, between Emrys and Hemlock continues. Lady M, you see Phineas step forward, and as the axe falls, he takes it across his shoulder and it goes across his chest, and you see his arm fall to the ground.
Dude, we need you alive.
At this point, Dianthus, you see Dinah step out to you, who looks remarkably unscathed by everything. You see Shunfik above you, just kind of whimsical, curious. And you see he's actually, as some of you would have been overwhelmed by the henchmen, the horde that is around you, you see Shunfik push blasts of air as each of you has a moment to breathe. Y'all hear a cry as Zehan's voice, gurgled by blood. Lady M, we come back to you. I need you to roll d6.
What if I don't wanna? What if I don't want to?
Oh.
Lady M, you step back. You watch Phineas, his arm hit the ground. You step back as the daggers hit the barbarian. And I would say it may not be overreaching to say that you might wish to be anywhere else in this moment. And you step back and you kind of anticipate maybe the fall again or going somewhere else, but your foot hits D as you stay in this place, in this room, as the flames get closer. The barbarian, eyes glowing a deep, ghostly white, look up to you as you realize that this man is old or undead. What do you do?
Is it magic holding him together? Is magic animating him?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
No.
I hate this. Okay, M is like freaking out a little bit. She's just is Dee dead? I don't know. And Phineas just jumped in front of me. Why do people keep jumping in front of me and then dying because of it? And is going to the like magic from the daggers kind of regathers around her as she is it's like kind of freaking out a little bit, and as she steps back and like puts her hands out, involuntarily is going to cast Shatter
Okay.
to this barbarian and to this. The feeling is just she just wants everything to get away from her,
Okay.
but it comes out in a Shatter, so that's a con save, but he's probably good at it because he's a barbarian.
What is the save?
16.
Okay, he rolled a 12. So
Oh, okay.
I will say you have Cloud of Daggers up and you have Shatter, right? Or does
Yeah.
does the Shatter cancel out the Cloud of Daggers? I believe it stays there.
I think it does too. I think you're right. You're right. You're correct. It
Okay.
stays.
If you could roll damage for me.
Okay. Is it the same damage? Is it like the 12 damage from Shatter plus?
I believe the Cloud
Or
of
sorry.
Daggers was 12, and then I need you to roll the
Yeah.
Shatter.
That. Correct. That is 3d8. Ooh! 12, 16.
Okay, so that's 28. Okay. You feel this feeling of deja vu as you just want everything to move, to go. And for a moment, the battle axe is a warhammer, and the flame surrounding him shimmers. And not truly, this isn't happening, but you see a familiar face with that same bloodthirsty energy as he pulls back and readies another swing. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Go away. Yeah, I would actually. As I see him kind of preparing another one, she's gonna go back at it and let out like a scream, and bonus action telekinetic shove, try and shove him 30 feet back away from her.
Gotcha. Okay. And just because I don't have that in front of me, is that a save as well?
Yes, he's probably gonna swing too. It's a swing save. Dang it.
Okay.
But
He rolled a 23.
Boo.
He's a barbarian. He's a beefy
He's
boy.
a barbarian. I know he's a beefy boy. Yeah. So anyway, she'll try to do that and back up further.
I will
to
say,
back up. All of her movement to back up.
I will say you use that and you back up and you feel the walls of the church behind you as pieces of glass kind of fall down, not hitting you necessarily, but you feel yourself cornered. And you remember the last time that you did that shove, they fell to the ground. And the fire kind of became more directional, impulsive, controlled. But this time it is still raging and wild, and he doesn't move. If anything, he kind of secures his footing as the shove plants him into the ground. Nordia, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
The tea that is being spilled right now. 2.
2.
Sorry. Same rolls, besties.
Besties! What the heck?
Nordia, similar to Lady M, you, as the king lets go, you step back and you prepare yourself to be sent somewhere for something else to happen. And there's a moment of silence, and then the commotion of everything continues as General Ogden and the king are fighting with this cultist. I would say with your passives, the cultist backs up and their hood falls, and as it does, it turns from a deep purple. As it hits her shoulders, it disappears, and the red dress forms and falls, and Bianca is standing there, dual scimitars, just wailing on these two dudes. And she is shorter in stature than both of them, but you can feel the necrotic and fiery energy as she wails into them, sending them back. The king is disarmed, and Ogden gets a slash across his face. What do you do?
Oh my god.
Run. That's what you should do.
Do I feel like still connected to the gate, even though I am not by it? Okay. Give me 1 second. I have an idea and it might be stupid. Please nobody get mad at me. I want to run away from this situation and go into a bush.
Okay.
I want to lay in the bush, and I'm going to... Let me make sure I can actually do this before I say this. At 2nd level, I'm going to cast sleep on myself so I can try to get myself into the dream plane.
Okay. Okay. And I'm assuming you would want to intentionally fail the save for that?
It's not a save, I just have to get enough hit points
Gotcha.
off of myself.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let me know how many you roll there. That'll be interesting.
My god, I'm so nervous.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared for you. For us.
For those at home, I want to point out that Nordia in combat is going, I'm going to put myself to sleep, so I am somewhere else.
Yeah.
Iconic.
I don't want to be
Iconic.
here anymore. Luckily,
I love Nordia.
Okay.
I just like knocked myself out.
I'll roll d4 first.
Good
7
God.
5 plus 3 plus 5, 17, and then I get 3 more. 17 plus... Oh, fuck.
Oh no, don't
I
say
need
that.
I need to know what you rolled.
I got exactly 30. No.
And
Wait,
how-
I'm bad at math. Wait, pause. I'm bad at math. 32. I got 32, which I'm at 30.
Okay.
Oh.
So I will fall asleep.
Okay, you will fall asleep.
And then if
Oh,
something else has 2 hit points around me, it also falls asleep.
I need you to roll survival. And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna say, because I think it's a little silly, there's just a single bird in the tree above everything. You see go.
Oh no, I'm
just
rolling
very
what?
silly.
Sorry.
Survival check.
Oh, Mr. Dice. No, this happened last time with that dice, and it meant that I wasn't supposed to roll it. So
That's true. That's the universe talking.
survival plus 2, 17.
Okay. You go into the bush. You look around. You don't think she saw you. You cast sleep. The little bird falls asleep, and you feel your hands fall into the earth as sleep kind of takes you. And for a moment, it's just black, just sleep, simple. And you feel yourself falling, moving. As you realize, you open your eyes and you can't see anything for a moment, except you feel yourself on a solid, and your hands go out and you feel the hair of a horse as you are riding, and for a moment it flickers and you think the horse is on fire, but then you kind of come to and it's pure white. As you are going with this horse, Dianthus, you feel a slight burn to your side when this happens.
Haha.
But Nordia, you feel yourself riding, and for a few moments you can't really see anything, and you feel that the horse doesn't either. And you hear an exclamation as you look up, and Gunnar is bloody and ragged, and his helmet is somewhere, and his clothes are torn to shreds. He doesn't have a weapon. You see him very, last round of the boxer, right? Like, he's been trading blows. There's a woman in front of him with piercing red eyes, sharp fangs. As you see behind her, Atlas has been impaled against a spike that has come from what you can only assume to be earth as blood pours down his face and his glasses are broken. You are asleep, but Nordea, you are in this moment in the realm of nightmare
Oh.
as you see Gunnar fighting for his life and Atlas in a similar but very different way fighting for his. You do, in that last moment before the next turn in combat, however, see Atlas look to you and say, "It's gonna be okay." Yarrow, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a 3.
It's a 3. Okay.
Oh,
That's so
Interesting.
scary.
Okay.
let that be good.
Interesting.
Let that be good.
Yarrow, you reach the hand of this person, of this clay form. And Lady M, you feel Yarrow's fingers wrap with yours as you're standing next to each other in front of this barbarian. He's full swing. Yarrow, what do you do?
If they see that he's swinging at Lady M,
Mm-hmm.
can I cast a fireball at him?
Yeah, you can.
Right, cool. I need a dex save of 15.
Okay.
Icon. I love you.
It is
Icon. That's
just,
all I
yeah,
need,
it
babe.
is just
That's it.
immediate.
That's so
Just
sweet.
my friend's here in danger, and if he can help, he's going to help and try
So
to
you said it was a dex save of
he
what?
don't get hit. 15.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 3 on the
And
die, so he fails. I need you to
Nice.
roll damage for the fireball. I also want to point out, because of your background, I believe, Yarrow, are you invulnerable or resistant to fire damage?
resistant.
Resistant. Okay, so I'm going to say you're going to roll damage. I need a dexterity save from you.
Okay. Is this right? That sounds like a lot. Hold on.
Yeah, fireball at...
Don't question it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
going to be
is.
a lot.
Yes, it is.
I saw
Yes,
that
it
pop
is.
up on D&D Beyond, and
Me too.
I'm in shock.
I'm like,
I didn't want to roll that many. That's
No.
38 points of fire damage.
How many?
How many?
38, dude, 38.
Dang, okay.
And then what did you say I have to roll? A what save?
Dex save.
Dex. That is a 15.
All right.
Okay.
Icon.
Yarrow, you cast fireball. Let me know what it looks like. I need to know what this...
I think it's very. He kind of moves his hands in a circular motion, kind of in the way a clock would, and then it just bursts out in this flame of just like orange, yellow, white hot flames towards the sky.
Since you are a clockwork sorcerer, you turn your hands, and because he failed the check, the fire in the church that you had felt Lady M approaching you, in that moment you felt it hit your dress and like go up your arm, but it doesn't burn. Right before it would have burned you, it recedes, and Yarrow, you see Yarrow pull the fire back as the church building comes back too. The glass windows are restored. The barbarian takes a step back as the fire, instead of emanating from him, hits this barbarian, and he's flown back. Not dead,
Oh my god.
but very upset by this. As you see him
And-
start to get up, and it's you and Lady M.
I would like to turn to Lady M. Just, are you okay? I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And he's
She's
gonna
shaking.
just probably reach for her hand.
Okay.
Just keep her in distance, close to proximity.
She's just staring at you. She's just staring at you.
I will say the last thing before I go to Dianthus is, Lady M, you felt something kind of, not in a damaging mechanical way, but you felt something kind of like hit your head as this balliste flies back And as you are saying thank you and you're holding Yarrow's hand, you feel Dee, who was in mid-motion as she was going forward with one of her daggers. This was the moment as they were skewered, like right as that happened. So they actually jump into you, and where y'all's hands are touching, you have Dee like, let me. What are y'all doing here?
I just pull her in.
And we go to Dianthus. Unless Yarrow, was there something else you wanted to do?
I was just gonna be like, we came to find you guys.
Okay, Dianthus, I need a d6.
Oh. 3.
Mm,
I also DM'd you something, but it's not
I saw it.
horrifically important. Okay,
I saw it.
Cool.
Dianthus, you were right next to Cal, correct?
Cal had stepped forward and is now burning with that
Yep.
lady,
Mhm.
so I'm probably shouting at him to
Right.
stop that.
You,
I'm probably moving forward too, or like about to.
you move, and as you step towards him, you feel the gates around you kind of dissipate, and you look, and you actually see Cal throwing punches with a winged creature. It looks like an Aarakocra. As you realize that you are falling through the sky and there is no earth around you. You are just in clouds.
Deja vu.
As one army consistent of mostly Aarakocra, Air Genasi, Aasimar fight what appears to be gargoyles and pit fiends and a succubus, maybe a winged creature. As they look to you, anything that approaches this creature becomes infatuated and turns and fights their own, as this one winged creature just sits in the middle of the sky and everything refuses to touch it. Dianthus, what do you do?
What do you think I want to do, King? I'm gonna try to attack the succubus. If it looks like, would I get the vibe that if I take her out, it'll stop? Like the other people who are infatuated will stop?
You do get the feeling that it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna then try to. I just have my wings, right? Even though I'm falling.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I'm gonna straighten myself up in a charger.
I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this, I need a charisma saving throw.
Charisma -1, babes. Shut up. 18. 19 -1.
Okay. Dianthus, I'm gonna say that for this, as you fly towards this creature, you can't see, because beauty's in the eye of the beholder and all that.
Oh, no.
Their features are indistinct. However, as you fly at them, you see an amorphous form of two people. As you see these horns of identical moons, these half-elf eyes. This person has rings on their hands, but purple wings. As for a second you see, in glances, in quick overlays of both Yarrow and Cal in front of you. But with the save, you're able to break through, and you are able to make an attack on this creature.
There was definitely a moment of pause. I think he stopped it, but once
Right.
it broke, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The save was to see whether it made you unable to attack.
Got it. I'm gonna hit it with my sword. Prove it rolls. Get over here. That's why I pick Summer's dice. I trust him. He's never let me down in my life. It's a natural 20 plus 5 is a 25 to hit.
Okay.
And
well,
because it's
it's definitely gonna hit. Yeah.
Yeah. That means it'll be double. 10 times 2 is 20 points of damage.
Okay. And since 10 times 2, is that what you said?
Yeah, so I rolled an 8 plus 2 is
Gotcha.
10, and it's crit, so double.
Gotcha. Okay. You feel your blade make purchase as this form drops pretenses. You see a wiry, short black hair, non-binary but conniving grin on this thing as the two of you begin to fall, and you feel your wings start to, as they kind of have before, lose a bit of their effect as y'all are falling through the sky. Was there anything else you wanted to do on this turn?
No, I'm gonna hold off on my spiritual weapon. So that's it.
Gotcha. Okay. I will say, the last thing, as you feel the spiritual weapon gather, you feel Cal wrap his arms around you as he tries to pull you away,
Dang,
and
no!
and the three of you, just you and Cal and this creature, are above the clouds. Everything else has fallen away. It is just the three of you as the teeth of this thing sink into your neck. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a couple more actions happen. Lady M will be the first person in player initiative.
Looking for a new podcast? Come escape with Dice Company, a D&D adventure where four unlikely friends battle an evil empire. We've got epic storytelling,
Time for a new life, maybe a new name to go with his new face.
thrilling fights,
What he'd like to do is kick this guy in his zombie balls.
terrible teamwork,
If you want to do it, you can do it yourself.
and an extremely literal automaton.
For the mushrooms to work, they must be passed through a reindeer, and you must drink their urine.
That's Dice Company, available wherever you get your kicks.
I'm having fun. This is good. That being said, I need each of you to roll a
Oh, God.
d20 again.
Oh god.
Caleb. Last time you did that, Perry was choking.
Oh yes, he's so. Did he just please give me my snake back? I love him. I need.
Don't
the
you
mushroom
have
to
Perry
kill me.
around your shoulders, Yarrow?
Yes.
I
did
also
Perry
have
come with
Perry.
Yarrow?
I have
Did
two
he?
Perrys.
Is he still
Two
there?
Perrys.
I need you to tell me what you rolled, and you will find
Fuck.
out what happened.
I rolled a
That was a
10.
12.
10, 12, Noltia,
19.
19. Lydia,
Say it.
A 1.
A
I got
1?
a 1.
you
I
got
got
a
a
one.
1. I got a 1. Please don't kill
So,
me.
I don't think you're getting
Lady
Perry.
Lady M got a 1. Nordia got a, what was it, 19?
Oh.
Yarrow and Dianthus, both of you
Uh-huh.
feel Perry disappear.
No! No!
Nordia,
Perry.
you see Perry wrap around the neck of the vampire that was standing in front of you, and you watch his jaw unhinge as he puts his entire mouth around her face as she starts to freak out and back up.
This fucking snake.
I love
There's
him.
snack,
Where's my dice
Perry.
scale?
Your promised snack.
Lady M,
Mm.
you see Cal step in front of you,
Oh, don't trust that.
and there's a moment where you can tell he has a little stubble, but not a lot. His hair is longer, he has more tattoos on his side. His wings have dissipated. Not that you would know that he had those, necessarily. And I'm going to say on a nat 1, he kind of steps to you. Yarrow and D have this moment of something's not right. Both of you recognize this look. And before anyone can say anything, as you feel both sets of hands pull at you, Lady M, you feel a blade with necrotic energy tear into your side for 20 damage. As everything about this is Cal, except for his eyes.
Oh.
They are the same color. They are the same shape. But they are not Cal's eyes. You and Yarrow see members around you kind of regain the air in their lungs. The city starts to come back to life before, and where you thought it was a city on fire. Now D'aowVern is back to normal, except in the doorway of the church. Lady M, the only one that is still fighting in this moment is you, as you feel the blade right below your ribs and a pulsating as it starts to drain a little bit of your breath, of your magic, of your life. Something else you don't see, because no one is currently there. There is still a battle for a soul happening on the surface of Obus. Yarrow, you feel the blood-soaked hand of Phineas grab onto your shoulder as he, not in a overtly friendly way, but in an exhausted and low blood, as his arm still lies on the ground in front of you. He pulls your shoulder down to where he could speak in your ear. I know it wasn't your fault. And I wish I could be there to tell them not to blame you, as he collapses.
Yarrow was just trying to reach for him as he falls. I'm sorry.
Each of you hear this music swell and pick up in a very much similar to like a cartoon where they keep putting a character like in the backdrop. You each hear Arven at a distance as they continue to play on. Dinah steps forward as Phineas hits the ground, and you feel that she's about to hurl something at you, but she drops her hands as she sees him collapse. I need Lady M and Yarrow to give me dexterity saving throws.
Just a 19.
Also a
18
19.
plus 1.
Okay.
Oh god.
Lady M, you feel the hilt of the axe as the barbarian, whereas before they were knocked down by the fireball, have, in a fit of rage, you can see their veins in their face pulsing with a carnal energy. You are hit for 15 bludgeoning damage. As Yarrow, you feel the head of the axe hit you square in the nose, just, and you think for a moment it might be broken, but you can't be sure in this moment, as you are also hit with 15 bludgeoning damage.
15. Okay.
You made the save, so it could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Could
I'm
have been
glad
a
it
lot
wasn't
worse.
I see your face. How's them looking?
I will
She's
say,
looking.
Dianthus, you feel a closeness to death, not for yourself. It's not terrifying to you because he's never been malicious to you or too eager to be reunited with you. However, for a couple of your friends being loose because Dianthus isn't the most social, you see the face of Atlas, of Phineas, of Zehan, of Yarrow, of M, each similarly bleeding bruised in different tones, in different ways. You feel a pulse that seems to originate in your gut, but you can feel Atlas near you. You can feel Phineas near you. And you think Zehan is closing in. And even though you are falling through the sky, almost as if you are hearing their footsteps in a familiar place, you can hear Lady M and Yarrow approaching.
Oh no, guys.
Lady M, it is your turn.
Tight. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So cool. So good. Am I still being stabbed? Is what looks
Correct.
like Cal still in front of me?
Correct. I need a Constitution saving throw.
God damn. No breaks. No breaks.
Constitution is a 12.
Okay. You feel 3 points of necrotic energy.
Great. Great.
But it is your turn.
I know it's not Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said his eyes were different.
Yeah. You know it's not Cal.
But it has a physical form.
You know what? Give me an insight check.
I thought you liked me. Okay. Insight?
Uh-huh.
18.
Okay. Okay. You know it's not Cal.
Oh, thank God. Okay. And it does have a physical, tangible form.
Yes.
On that 18, do I know what it is, or have an inkling into what it is?
Give me a nature or history check.
2 things I'm really good at. Just kidding. I'm not bad at them. I'm gonna do a history.
It's your mother.
Shut up! Stop! No, literally no. Abandon ship. I'm leaving. I am dipping. I'm leaving. That's a 17. Absolutely not. Why would
Okay.
you say that, Icarus? Why would you say that?
I missed it. What did Icarus say?
It's your
Nothing.
mother.
It's your
Nothing.
mother. It's your mother.
Nothing. I have hives. I have hives.
Lady M, the form of this thing does shift, and for a moment you do think there's like a moment as the transformation is happening that you recognize the same sort of dark and devious arcane energy of your mother.
This is your fault. This is your fault.
However, because even though that is a good idea, I'm not that evil. A form of a humanoid man, you can't really tell. It's these yellow, dead eyes with a bluish face. As you remember, very early on, before any of this had happened with Dianthus or Yarrow, you remember stories of a doppelganger around D'aowVern who had been misleading people. As you still feel the blade in your side, this doppelganger's form, revealed only to you in this moment. Yarrow and Dee still see Cal.
Okay. Kill is the only thing I can think of right now. Yeah, M is gonna, I'm gonna drop my hand like, oh, I'm so injured, just kidding, and I'm gonna pull out my dagger from my side.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull him toward me and stab him in the back.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. I will say, because you are physically connected to this person through the blade, I'll say with advantage.
Thank you. I needed it. Oh! 27! Come on now.
Okay. Alright, give me damage, and I'll let you know what happens.
1d4 plus 5. And then I'm gonna pump poison into him too, because I hate him. 8 plus 2d10 poison damage. Okay, let's see. The poison remains for 1 minute, blah, blah, blah. Oh, nice, 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 nice. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus
The 8.
8 is 22.
22.
Yes.
Lady M, you feel this necrotic energy in your side, but you have a little more power when it comes to inflicting pain over a duration of time. With poisons, with your magic, you feel the blade sink, and even though the perception of Cal was for a moment deceptive, he's not as strong. This thing, you feel the knife tear a little deeper with like less resistance. He's not super strong necessarily. Most of his ability is in his deception of people. The blade drops as you still feel a piece of it in your side, but it like the handle breaks off, and he steps back. And what kind of poison are you using for this?
This is
less mechanically, more of just like, what do you think you are doing to this thing?
This would be like in my dagger, I would want something that would be fast acting and long lasting. So this would be like not necessarily, this isn't the kind of like not the same kind of poison I would like put in someone's cup at like a dinner party. You know what I mean? This is like it is instantly turning it's like instantly kind of turning the skin in the area like mushy, and like, you know, it's kind of spreads like a little bit of a black, like it instantly hits their bloodstream, and you can see it in the veins on their back, and it's like rotting away their skin a little bit. It's fast acting, painful, and meant not meant to like let them live for a long time afterward.
Gotcha. I will say then, with your action, and was there a bonus action there?
My bonus action would be to I want this out of me, so if I can use my bonus action to take the other half of the blade out of my body, I'd like to do that, please.
I will say then, I need a d6 roll.
Ooh, yeah, that one has been mean to me, so I'm not gonna use that one. Let me use this one. 5. I keep 5s and 2s hot today.
Okay.
He hates me. I swear to God.
As you pull the blade, you step back, and Yarrow's hands and Dee's are gone. There's a wince, right? Like as you pull it out, it's like, ah! And you open your eyes and you smell a familiar smell. You hear familiar sounds as you are standing back in the Feywild, in the point where Dianthus had entered the breadth of the heavens. They are currently not there because they are, as we displayed earlier. However, it is just you and the doppelganger in this space, in this moment. And, you know, the pixies and the zombies and the elementals that are all around you. But yeah, I will say, I believe that ends your turn. I will allow a little bit of movement if you would like to position yourself a certain way, but that is going to be the end of your turn.
Yeah, recognizing that she's in the Feywild, and none of you see her, but being back here, it physically does something to her. Where she was like freaking out, and there was fire and whatever. As soon as she realizes she's back in the Feywild, she's on home turf, and is looking rough, but kind of situates herself and is ready to go. And I'm going to close the distance to me and the doppelganger.
Okay.
15, 20 feet. I want to close the distance.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
I will say, Nordia, it is going to be your turn next. Before that, however, you do see Atlas start to position himself and have a moment of realization as he starts to push the spike back through his chest so he can try to step off of it I will let you know, in this moment, he is making death saves as he struggles to breathe. And normally this amount of pain would knock someone out, but for some reason it's not. As you see his eyes instantly bloodshot, and he's not quite crying in a sense of, it's not desperation, it's not hopelessness, but it is excruciating pain as he is trying to step forward.
Is this is he gonna take a damage roll from this? Question mark.
Yes.
Then I'd like to use my reaction.
Mhm.
And I'm going to soothe pain.
Okay.
Well, why am I gonna cry, dog? Nordia sees him doing this and remembers how he said that she was always the noble one, and mind links with Atlas and says, I lied when I said I got my nobility from your characters. It's from you. Breathe through it. And it's a D10 plus 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off whatever damage.
Okay. I will say,
my God.
you watch Atlas, and he steps, as you say this, he finds the strength to make that last step off of the spike, and it wasn't, it wasn't 10 feet off the ground, but it had elevated him a little bit, and he falls, and for a moment he gathers his feet, and he, disoriented, you see that he recognizes what you said, and he nods and collapses. Gunnar sees this, and in his turn, you see him shaking his head, and he lunges at the woman who you at this point would presume had put Atlas there, and with a flurry of blows starts to dice her up. Gunnar has always been a capable fighter, but there is a blood rage that you can almost sense, as he is also weeping, but with a guttural rage as he slashes and mauls, and Perry is still kind of around this woman's face, but she's found a way to kind of like pull him off as Gunnar puts her on the spike. But she's still up. Nordia, what are you going to do?
I have a question. I have in my
What's up?
notes that I have a healing potion from Lady M, but I don't have what kind of healing potion it is. Do I
Gotcha.
know what kind it is?
I believe Lady M had that.
Also, the roll I got on the die was 9 to soothe Atlas's pain.
Gotcha.
It is a 2d4 plus 2.
Is using a potion on somebody else, is that a full action, right?
I will say it's a full action if you want, and I think we talked about this like way back when. If you want it to be like full effects of the potion, like full D whatever, like for them to consume the whole thing, it's a full action. If you want it to be a bonus action and roll for it, you can. Does that make sense? The way that I equate that is like, you're either taking your action to nurse this person back to health, or you're doing a quick like, see how much you can get out of it, and then take your action.
With everything that's going on, I think Nordia is going to run to Atlas and quickly pour the potion down his throat. So it's 2d4 plus what? Sorry.
2d4 plus 2.
Please, dice, be nice to me. I cleansed you in the moon. 5 plus 2 is 7 points of healing. As my action, I'm going to pull Vivi, my onyx, from my bag, and say, come forth, and throw her up so that my dog is here with me.
Okay.
And she goes after me in initiative.
Okay. So action, reaction, bonus action.
Yes. I used all of the things this round.
I will say a little bit of your movement. I would say not all of it, because you're close to Atlas. I guess in that sense, who are you stepping towards then? Or are you moving?
After Vivi is there, she's going to command Vivi to stay guard, and then run towards Gunner.
Cool. As you start to run towards Gunner, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
One.
Interesting. Nordia, you tell Vivi to stand guard. You tell them to watch, and you turn to Gunner, who you see fighting with this vampire woman. And as you step forward, you feel yourself wake up, not in the forest from before, but at the feet of this room with massive pillars. And for a second, you're confused because they seem to be shifting. And you look up, and next to you is Vivi and Atlas. And about 200 feet above you, you hear a crazed Atlas who is hacking away at the mountainous form of Hemlock, who is in full battle with Emrys, as the two are on the surface of Obus, but as giants. And everything, all the sound here is too crisp, too metallic, there's no softness to the surface of this moon. So everything is as articulated and gruesome as one could expect. And you watch as Zehan, at first, almost Attack on Titan-esque, right? Like a little guy, just making a lot of slashes, cackling. But you watch him grow and become the same size as the other two. And he goes, "Finally, a fair fight." And he tackles Hemlock, and the two of them fall into the dirt. And Emrys is there, bruised and scraped, but a little bit more into it. You can see that he's starting to catch his wind a little bit. As Vivi, was it the dog's name?
Yeah, Vivi.
Turns to guard Atlas, who for a second you turn and you think he's gone. Vivi is kind of looking around a little confused. As you turn and you see a ivory-toned man with long black hair and simple black robes holding the hand of Atlas. And you see him whispering. You can't really tell what, but you see him whispering in Atlas's ear. And then he picks Atlas up. Kind of taps
16. No, if this was a death save, he gets a 16 instead. I'm using a divination roll.
Okay. Okay.
You stay away from my bestie.
you sense this, right? And the vision starts to clear, and Nordia, you can't tell how, but you realize what might be about to happen. And Death kind of puts his hands there, and then very confused turns to you, and when he does, Atlas's face transforms, and instead of the broken glasses and the marks on his face and his hair, you see a growl. As Atlas, instead, in that moment you saw the life disappear from his eyes, turn into a golden cat-like mane with massive claws, and his shirt rips, and parts of his pants stay together, but he grows also to the size of the others as he is full fight. And Nordia, you are standing there, not quite sure what happened. It is just Vivi and Death with you in that moment, though. As we go to Yarrow.
Oh wait, can I do one more thing?
Sure.
Nordia is just going to say out into the open, Kashtai, I beg you to give him your favor once again, referring to Gunner. And
oh boy.
I'm good.
Oh boy. Okay. Yarrow.
Hi.
You
So M's
standing.
gone?
Yeah, M's gone. And I would say it's just you and D in this moment. If there's anything you would like to do in this space, go for it. But I'm going to say, for all intents and purposes, everything that would have been needed to be resolved here is. So if you would like to say anything to D before rolling the D6, let me know.
Yeah, I think noticing M left, it just turns to D. Just, oh, where'd she go?
How would I know?
I
You
don't
were
know.
the one.
You wonder.
You did the fireball thing,
can't.
and then she disappeared. How am I supposed to?
I have no idea.
You hear massive pounds on the ground as you sense something approaching, and you hear, "That will be quite enough." And you see Ozzy picks up D by the waist, and you see that he is riding a familiar owlbear from weeks ago. And he turns to you, and you can see he can't really see you, Yarrow, because you're not quite there. Whoever you are, good luck. And he kind of throws D over his shoulder, and they ride off. And Yarrow, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
That's a 3.
Yarrow, you see this happen, and you're very confused. And you turn away, and as you do, the window that pokes out of Maldeo, the church, usually has, crystal and colored glass, but it's clear in this moment. And you look out and you see the clouds, and then you realize that the clouds are right there. And then you realize you are falling. As I will say, Yarrow, at this point, you are roughly 50 feet above Dianthus. Like completely, Incredibles moment. But yeah, you are falling. You do see the creature in front of you. You do see Dianthus.
I don't think I have any.
Aim for me, I'll grab you.
Or anything. That's a lie. I do have a ring of feather fall.
Okay.
So I can go maybe a little slower.
That would
but
affect
yeah,
it a little bit.
I'll be aiming for the dead bitch.
In that case, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I got this. Where'd it go?
Would they get any kind of
Just
advantage
kidding.
if I'm also gonna maybe try and help grab him?
Let me know what Yarrow
Okay.
gets.
That's a 6.
I'm sorry, a 6?
Yes.
I'm going to say no because of what happens because of the roll.
Okay, good.
Dianthus, you have your, I'm assuming your blade, right? Just kind of like in this thing, right?
And this
as
thing
y'all are
has
falling.
its teeth in me.
Yeah. You feel
Uh-huh.
12 points of slashing damage and 15 necrotic damage. As this thing, you feel the energy of you start to sap. And you reach out for Yarrow, but your vision blurs. And in you trying to reach out for them, Yarrow, in falling, actually tackles the succubus. And the two of them are now falling at this point, roughly 50 feet below you, Dianthus.
Just hear the yelling from their space.
It's definitely the... I will say, Yarrow, you still have your turn. I don't want to take that away from you. But you are... I do need a charisma saving throw from you, now that you are in the proximity of this thing.
Oh no.
I'm good at these, guys. It's okay. Don't worry about it. 14.
Hey.
Got a +7 on that bitch.
That's not horrible, right? Right?
I'm a little scared. I don't know if that's like in the middle.
Yarrow, you feel yourself caught. And I'm going to say, based off of rolls and kind of the scene, right? You fall and, you feather fall yourself and you think like, oh God, and you reach for Dianthus. And you see them fighting with something. And you feel an arm around your waist and a hand in your hair, kind of at the base of your neck, as you and Dianthus are falling.
Hi, bestie.
Hey, bestie, that's not me.
Oh, he doesn't know that.
I have missed you, Yarrow.
Oh!
I'm sorry. I need a moment. I don't know what noise just came out of. I thinking it's he's just probably going to give him a hug and just you're okay. We came looking for you and the others. And are you hurt? Do you need healing?
That would be rather nice, actually. I could use some healing.
Oh no. Okay. Listen, it's Yarrow, not me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to I'm gonna use one of the things off the ring, so as a bonus action.
Okay. For the purposes of this, give me an insight check.
Yes, please.
Because the save was to
Insight.
see the form that they take.
Dianthus would never ask for help.
I would never
This
ask
is a
for help.
giveaway.
You're
I
right,
would
you're
never
right.
ask for help.
Okay. That is a 16.
Okay, I will say, Yarrow, this will go like one of two ways, right? So like the insight check as a 16, if you were doing something to heal this thing or to help it, let me know. And then if you would prefer for your action to be an attack, let me know. And I'll let you know what happens.
With that insight, am I able to tell, or do you want me to tell you first what I was
So
planning
so essentially,
to do?
if you're going to heal it or help it, let me know and I'll tell you what the insight reveals to you. And then if you want to use your turn to attack whatever it is, whether that's this thing or the thing that you just fell past, let me know what happens there and I'll let you know how that colors the scene for you.
Oh. Hey, Icarus, are you okay? If I maybe
That would be incredibly
freed?
funny, and I think that you should absolutely do that.
Okay.
Will I be okay? Fuck if I know.
Well, I think does it look as if that thing up there was still coming towards me?
We're still falling.
Yes.
We're still falling.
Yes.
Like it's still okay. If it's still coming towards us, I think trying to just like protect Dianthus is going to try and just like maybe how far away is it? Is it within like 60 feet?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, probably just do like a cantrip, like frostbite. That's a con save.
Okay.
Of 15.
Dianthus, give me a constitution save.
Oh, fuck me. How much?
15.
That was a 6.
Okay.
I will say, with that insight, Yarrow, you feel safe and secured in the fact that Dianthus caught you, and you cast your spell. But in the moment of it leaving your fingertips, there's like a sense of intuition as you remember yourself falling and where Dianthus was and the figure you connected with. As you cast the spell and look back down and see the short black hair devious grin of this thing being like, oh, this is so fun. As the spell is going at Dianthus, I do need the damage for that.
It's 2d6, so it's not bad. Okay, that's a 1. And that's another 1. You're lucky. That's a 2 points.
Okay. So I'll say, Dianthus, you feel yourself become a little more rigid as like you see Yarrow in this thing falling, and you feel yourself kind of similar to something like high in the atmosphere. It kind of freezes and falls. That's kind of what happens to you in this moment. As I would presume you are going for Yarrow, I do need you to roll a d6 for me.
2.
Okay. You feel yourself gaining speed as you feel yourself get heavier, and now you are mere feet between Yarrow and this thing.
Is Cal still holding on to me?
He was, but he is further up.
Okay.
So he's behind you. So the impact made it to where Yarrow's below you, then it is you, and then Cal's further up.
Got it. Are my wings gone?
Your rings are still there.
Are they usable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you didn't mean to hit me because I know what this thing is and it almost did that to me. So I'm not gonna be pissed. I'm going to try and speed up to, I guess try and grab Yarrow to get Yarrow away from it. So I want to like grab Yarrow and then maybe kick this thing so it's
Okay.
like far away from us once I have Yarrow.
Give me an attack roll first.
Okay.
And then an acrobatics.
Oh yeah. Okay. 15.
Okay.
For attack.
For attack. Okay. And give me an acrobatics check.
+1, so 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, Dianthus, you get close enough, and you can't really concern yourself with where did Perry go? Where's Cal? What's happening? You pretty square kick this thing in the chest, and as your foot makes purchase, it disappears. You push through it, and it is completely gone, as it is just you and Yarrow falling. And I would like you, Icarus, to explain what that looks like as you catch Yarrow.
Okay. Well, I would have grabbed whatever I'm going to assume was flailing about first. So arm, hand, whatever, would have kicked it down, and then oddly, in a very similar way to it grabbing Yarrow, minus the hand and the hair, just arm around the waist, because that is how I'm going to keep you against me, because I have wings and you can't fly.
You cannot.
But, so it's like that, like I have you around the waist, and it's face to face. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. I would have waited. Sorry, I hurt you. I'm glad you're here.
I am too. Where are the others?
I was with Em a moment ago, and then she was gone. I don't know where anyone else went, but everyone was here.
Yarrow, they're dying.
Then we have to stop them from dying.
I don't know how. I have to get to them, and if we don't know where they are, I can't do anything.
There's got to be something we can do. I can.
Hey, Caleb.
Oh, you go ahead.
I'd like to pitch something to Dianthus's memory. He can teleport, yes?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He doesn't know exactly how it works, but I know that he teleported Yarrow and Emrys and himself. I think he's gonna try to speak Draconic to teleport himself to one of the individuals, one of them that he felt, I'm assuming, dying. So he felt Atlas and Zahon, and I think M. Like that's the people he felt, quote unquote, walking towards him. So he's gonna try and teleport to any of them whilst holding on to Yarrow, so they go together.
Okay. I need a D4 and a D6.
Come on, baby. So the 4 is a 1 and the 6 is a 4.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that's tragic. Okay.
What do you mean?
This scene, right? You catch Yarrow and y'all are falling, so that the air is rushing past you, your hair is mixing. You feel yourself emanate a shadow, and before you and Yarrow would have made contact with whatever it is, the clouds, the ground, whatever you weren't able to see, but like you get that feeling of like you're about to hit something, and you make a crater in the earth as in front of you is the doppelganger. As as you feel yourself push them to the ground, Lady M,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a claw rake across your back for 10 points of slashing damage. And Dianthus, you wouldn't know this, but this energy, this power that you pulled on, switched positions with Lady M. And whereas y'all were falling through the sky, you and Yarrow, and you had wings, we see Lady M falling. And Lady M, how many hit points does that put you at?
Don't say it. Please don't say it.
I had 7.
Lady M is unconscious, as to the player's knowledge, no one knows as Lady M is falling through the clouds. I need everyone but Lady M to roll a d20 for me.
Trying to get to you, bitch. I was trying to get to you.
I'm the only one here.
Oh no, Cal's still over there. I didn't bring Cal with me. He was falling after me.
Oh my Is he?
I
oh
need-
no! That's horrible! That's so much worse!
I need a d20 from the other three.
11.
16,
10.
11, 10. At this point, Perry rests once again on your shoulders, Dianthus. Where did she go?
I don't know. She was here.
And Yarrow, you see the subtle golden blood dripping from the claws of this doppelganger.
Would I be able to piece together?
Yeah.
That.
You know where Lady M went.
Okay, and she went to where we were.
We were.
Yeah.
Okay.
As hordes battle, Nordia, you see Hemlock throw an elbow and hit Emrys, and in this moment you form to the same size, and y'all are all just humanoid, medium-sized, on the same plane. You see Death looks up with a sense of curiosity, and a single tear streams down his face. Lady M, I need a death saving throw.
11.
Okay.
Okay. Just need one more of those and you're good.
Y'all hear fighting. But for Yarrow and Dianthus, there's a moment of shock. Because with everything happening around you, all the gates open, you don't know how to get there, what to do. Lady M, I need another death saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Come on, please.
I don't know what dice to use.
No.
8.
No.
For y'all's knowledge, the first death saving throw was during Death's turn, as I feel it is it makes sense for Death to be involved with such a thing.
Please,
Lady M's throw was during her turn. You see Atlas still fighting. Nordia, you feel a hand on yours as Gunnar steps forward.
No.
Marks of claws on his chest, on his neck, as he's holding your hand, but looks at you with a sense of confusion and desperation as everything is happening around you.
Nordia squeezes his hand. You said Nordia saw Death, stream a tear.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you weep for?
weep every time a soul is lost.
Who do you weep for?
I don't know yet.
Nordia's heart is racing. She squeezes Gunner's hand really tight. And I'm going to hold my turn until Death tells me who he is weeping for.
Death told one of you that someone has to stay with him. What none of you see is a streak of blue, deep and navy, as a man with blue feathers weeps as he sees Lady M fall.
Oh.
And you see him almost identical to the way that Yara was caught. Grabs her, and with a moment of realization, he puts both sides of your face in his hands, and you watch the wings turn to dust, and you see M turn into blue petals as Cal is holding no longer Lady M, but the face of the doppelganger. As Yarrow and Dianthus, you see M reappear
Oh.
as Cal, without wings, without the ability of flight. Unbeknownst to him how he did it, switched places two people. And the clouds take them. And you see Death turn to you, Nortia. I know not yet who I weep for. Whatever you think must be done, I suggest you do it now.
Fuck, man. Gunner's here. Atlas is here.
Emrys is here.
Emrys is here.
Hemlock.
Hemlock is
And
here.
Zahon.
And Zahon.
That's everyone with you right now.
He's
I
not
think.
touching any of them. So Nordia is going through her list of people that she knows are not here. And she's going to think about everything that's happened before they got here. And remember the look on Lady M's face when she described how Cal had jumped in front of her before. Knowing that if anyone would have found her, it would have been Cal. And if anybody in that situation would be dying, it'd be one of them trying to protect each other. And I'm going to pull out the Well of Many Worlds. And you said it leveled up last time.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how that's going to work. And Nordia is going to turn to Gunner and say, I have to find whoever's about to go. And she's going to lay it down and jump into the Well of Many Worlds. I'm hoping to get to Cal.
Oh my god. Okay. At this point, things are different. Planes have been jumped. People have been attacked, have been hurt, And because this is happening concurrently, I did roll to see where you ended up, Nortia, and to see where Cal ended up. In that moment where Cal reached the surface of the clouds and began to fall, Nordia, I'm going to say you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you step through the Well of Many Worlds, and you and Cal hit with a very brutal impact, and you feel the ground beneath you, and your eyes take a moment to adjust because everything was dark. For, you're in the realm of nightmares, you were in the realm of death, but for a second you were above the clouds, and at this moment there is a crater, and you look around, you can't quite tell where you are at this moment. We'll get to that in a minute.
For my reaction, if we're falling together, I would try to soothe Cal's pain as we hit the ground.
Okay.
And she would say, I know I'm not the face you wish to see, but you shall see her soon. D10. Sorry, I'm like shaking right now.
Oh my god.
9 plus 3, 12.
12. Okay. I will say, unless I'm mistaken, we are at Yarrow's point in the initiative. Yarrow, what do you do? I will remind you, it is Lady M in front of you. You are next to Dianthus.
So M is unconscious.
Yes.
Correct.
Possibly dying.
Immediately just gonna drop down towards her and look up to Dianthus. Can you do something? But
I'm gonna drop down with them.
But also probably gonna try and just do aid on her, which is just like 5 HP, but if she's unconscious, I don't feel like anything, but just try to give healing or anything and just...
I'm gonna say, in you talking to Dianthus, giving aid, I'll say Lady M, that'll be on your next death saving throw. The +5.
It's like supposed to be like healing, so yeah, I guess. Yeah. So it'd be like 5 hit points.
Yarrow, give me a d6 roll.
Stay on this plane, I swear to God.
Please.
Roll
Where'd
that
it go?
2. Roll that 2.
No, it's not a 2, I'm sorry. That's a 5.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm so scared.
Yarrow, you say this to Dianthus, and you step forward holding Lady M's hand to give that aid in the next throw. And as you do, you realize, Nordia, on the other side of you, Yarrow has stepped forward and is standing next to Dianthus. What do you do?
I'm gonna spare the dying on M.
Okay.
Because that's my cantrip. And then bonus action, 2nd level healing word. So that way you aren't just unconscious anymore. So that's going to be... You're only gonna get 5 HP back.
5 HP.
Better than dead.
I
Better
will
than
say,
dead.
I will say, Lady M is, stable and back and conscious.
Oh wait, no, that's 2nd level. So wait, I get to roll it one more time. I'm stupid. Add a 4 to that.
I will say, so that's 9 hit points.
Yeah. Yes.
I will say, you are up, but for narrative purposes, just give me one more death save to see what was happening in this moment.
Oh.
That's a 6.
Oh no!
Would that have been your second or third?
Second failure.
Second failure.
That would have been only my second. Only my second.
Ooh.
Lady M, as you feel yourself coming back to, you remember a moment leaning over a young girl, a butterfly that had been completely burned and at this point had turned to ash against her eyes. And in your own words, in your own way, you begged for her to come back. And you come to. And Dianthus is tending to you. Dianthus, I need a d6 roll.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. 5. Shit. I got you, though. Like, I brought you back, so it's okay.
Dianthus,
You did the important part.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
this time, you don't go anywhere. But Nordia, you see lying in front of you Phineas.
Oh.
His arm extended in front of him, face not quite face down. His chin rests in the dark topsoil as he grips the robe of death. Lady M, you feel Perry rest on your shoulder. What do you do as you come to, Lady M?
Opens her eyes and doesn't see Dianthus, but the sky above her, and she knows where she is, and doesn't know with what she just saw, and she knows she is in a place where the worst thing that ever happened to her, and is gonna sit up and shove Dianthus off of her, and just shove him off and hold her hand. Do not touch me.
Not touching.
And just settle back into herself a little bit. Is there anyone here to fight? There's no one here to fight, right?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, well, shit.
Perception, you say?
Perception.
Perception. That's gonna be 11.
Lady M, you are disoriented. You look around and there's no one to fight. But you do see in the middle of this kind of coliseum, the gates, some of them seem to have closed. At this point, it is just as I described to Dianthus the first time. The talons that open up to the material plane and open down to Obus. But those are the only 3 spaces that show in this moment. And in the middle of this arena, you could say, a statue of a young girl on fire is the only thing besides the 2 of you that makes any sort of sound, look, movement. As you hear in the voices of Shunfik and Death, and a voice that is effeminate, but not your sister's, Lady M. Layer over each other. One must stay to guard the gate. Shunfik guards the gate of the material plane, that of man. This person guards the gate of the Feywild. Death does not have someone to guard the gate. As the tear folds in on itself, all of you, meaning Shunfik, Lady M, Dianthus, the statue, Nordia, Gunnar, Zehan, Emrys, everyone that you went with and were looking for stands or lies down in the breadth of the Heaven's Gate on the surface of Valea in the Feywild. As you hear crashing in the distance as trees start to part, before anything comes through, though, you hear death and the form of this girl. Someone must guard the gate. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
But is there anything, I guess, in character that you would like to do before ending officially this evening?
I have a question, Caleb.
What's up?
He says that to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Is it okay if I cast a spell?
Sure.
Nordia is going to cast Suggestion on Death, which is a Wisdom saving throw. I'm going to use the last divination roll of an 8 to make him fail that Wisdom saving throw.
Come on, dude.
Okay.
And
What are you
say-
suggesting?
Nordia understands what he's saying and knows that he's right. You will allow us to leave and find you a guardian. My heart is pounding. I'm so sorry.
We're going to resolve that the start of next session. I will say this happens as everyone is very crudely jam-packed into this space, right? It's a lot of different scenes happening all at once on top of each other. I suppose, shall see how it goes. But first, you'll have some issues to deal with. As he turns around, and the Tender King and Ogden and Bianca are there. The cultists are in this arena. The pirates, the zombies, are there. The elementals, people from these different realms, from these different times and these different places, are fighting for their own moment in time. And we will see next time who has to guard the gates and what's to come of all of that.